to Inbaal, but just before she does head to the phone lines, what we're going to start doing is just going through some of the, the media credits, some of the things that you have done in the past with your psychic ability. And one of the things that you're very well known for is that you actually used to write the horoscopes for Elle magazine. Tell us a little bit about that and when you did it and what you enjoyed most about it.
I did the stars for Elle magazine 2004, 2005, 2006, that kind of era, and it was a huge undertaking because it's really pages and pages of it, and it was kind of the first time I worked with like a real full-blown editor who would like correct my English and stuff like that. So that was kind of a big thing, but I loved looking into things that would apply for everyone. I don't know why it was such a joy for me, but I love reaching as many people as I can. Yeah. And therefore, sort of writing a horoscope meant that I was reaching, a 12th of the population at a time. Yeah. And then I had to do some projects with Elle. So there was a time that I had to do a hairoscope and kind of look into hair trends of the year ahead. And I am very passionate about hair, believe it or not.
Well, that's fun.
So that was really, really fun. And then I did quite a bit of work with Elle Japan and Elle Girl Japan. And that was sort of choosing a fashion item of the month and styling of the month and having to like pick a celebrity that would go with the styling. And for me, that was a very exciting challenge because it's just stuff that you don't learn at psychic school, if you know what I mean. You often work with, like you saw here, the relationship stuff and so on, but you don't get stretched very often to look at other things. And for me, that kind of prepared me to when somebody does throw me a curveball and asks a question that they kind of say, I don't know if I could ask a psychic that. And I tend to say, seriously, just say it, because I don't think there's anything you can surprise me with. So that was kind of the Elle work, and it was a lot of fun. It was very unique as well.
Yeah, nice. We've got obviously lots that we're going to talk through about what you've done in the past. You do work with astrology, so if people obviously go through and speak to you on the phone lines today, you're working with the cards, the crystal ball, but dates of birth are very important to you. You like working with them?
They really, really help, especially with compatibility, because even though there's no combination that couldn't work, with every combination you've got like the regular pitfalls that if you knew them, it would make it so much easier to get along with somebody that you'd like to charm, that you'd like to impress. For example, yourself being a Cancerian. I remember star signs really well. I'll forget your face before I forget your star sign. Yeah, easily. But with a Cancerian, the very aloof kind of attitude will not work. The flowers, the romance, Cancerians don't care. Sincere, insincere, treat me kind. And that's a very Cancerian. Whereas, for example, if we had a Capricorn, they really don't appreciate anything that's not sincere. Forget the flowers. Are we getting married or what? So with each star sign that you'd like to pursue, there's little things tips that you can do,
how to draw them in.
Absolutely,
I like it.
and keep them in.
Nice. We are going to be getting Inbaal to the phone lines for the first time in how many years? How long until you're on Psychic Today? How many years? When you last on the phone lines?
When was 2008? It was a while back.
6 years ago?
Yeah.
6 years ago.
6 years.
So first time in 6 years, back on the phone lines with Psychic Today for all our viewers at home. We're going to restrict it to 10-minute readings just so more people can have that opportunity. If you could do it quicker, obviously even better.
My favourite.
But the maximum time, 10 minutes with each person, if that's great with you.
Yep.
Right, we're going to leave you to it.
Right.
Go girl!
Yay!
Woo! She's back. Inbaal's heading to the phone lines right now. So, Inbaal is back here in the studio. What were those first calls like you've just taken, Inbaal?
A couple of calls for people that I have done readings for in the past.
No way!
There's people coming back, and there's a big kiss for you, Adele, from Trumpet Bum.
Nice. How nice is that? People from the past.
Absolutely. I will not reveal, but another person who ran up with quite a complicated romantic thing, and I said, you're kind of scared to split something back, and that, and she said, oh, that worries me, and I said, oh, it's just, a couple of hours, you sort of put down the phone, you think, you can't be together, and then you sort of kind of get back together, and she said, oh, that's funny, that's happened, so,
Inbaal, we can't hear you. This is going well. Just pause for 2 seconds. Everyone just pause in time. You're not missing anything. Nothing's happening. This is just a dream.
It's like Dallas.
We are professional. We know what we're doing. Don't worry. So any minute now, back in the room. Inbaal.
Okay, you can see me. And for those of you adept at lip reading, you know everything. But there was a couple of calls. One with quite a complicated romantic thing and one with a slightly kind of more open-ended romantic question. We had a look at both of them. There seems to be a real theme for the romantic questions today. They are both 10-minute readings, 10 and a half. I think I'm a little bit in trouble, 10 and a half minutes. And I'm going to go back for another 10 minutes. So whoever wants to join me is welcome. It's not limited to romance. So if you've got questions about your career, about your progression, about what decisions you want to be making, how the future is going to go for you, and so on and so forth, please come through.
Lovely. And are these situations and scenarios that you believe our other psychics can look at on the phone lines if they can't get through to you today?
Well, if we're looking at the romantic things, then what you want to go into is somebody who's kind of a natural psychic. So you can kind of scroll through the website and see which ones are the natural psychics, because that's the people that can very easily tune into yourself. And then the other person also working with cards is very helpful for that. If you're looking more for like future guidance, then it would work very well with people that work with crystals, with people that work with the crystal balls and ball and so on. So that's something that that will kind of guide you and show you which direction is best for you. So the most important thing in a reading is that it suits you.
Nice. Well, we're actually just rotating through some of those psychics you can be speaking to as well on the screen, but we need to get you back to the phone lines. You're in demand, Inbaal. So again, 10-minute readings. Obviously, if people want less than that, which is probably unlikely, but obviously they can get that. But maximum time, 10 minutes, so it's fair on everybody else. So Inbaal, let's get you back to the phone lines. We'll catch up with you later on.
See ya.
So returning back to the phone lines once again.